Hey, welcome back, everyone. Let me show you what I was up to yesterday. So, most of yesterday was doing performance testing and just studying what can I do to improve on a game like this. All right. GDevelop doesn't really do performance very well, at least when it comes to big games, like big projects, scenes with lots of stuff. Okay. Uh, and I couldn't really find the information I was looking for. So, if you want something done right, you do it yourself. Uh, I made a new project. I started generating some stuff. I did some testing. I took my own conclusions, see what's better, what's worse. Right. So that was most of the day. It was just doing testing, so I can then apply it to this game because this game's going to be very intensive when it comes to performance. It's going to be a big game with lots of generation, lots of cool stuff. Right. That's the idea, at least. And then the other half was I wasn't happy with the landscape. So I had the idea. It's like, if other games do it, I should be able to do it as well. I'll learn how to do it. I'll look it up. I'll study it, and I'll figure it out. That was it. That's usually my way of thinking. Is like, stuff is able to be done, so I'll look it up. I'll see how I can do it. Right. And I couldn't find anything that said, "Hey, to do this, you do that." Right. So then I had to work it out by myself. I already had the tools, right? This was like the hardest part is adding in the noise, right? Uh, so I just had to work out how to do something with the tools that I had, right? Because I had everything that I needed, right? And obviously I figured it out. Right? So my issue was that I learned how to do procedural generation the way the guide shows you with opacity. So I was like, well, to do the tunnels, I carved the opacity, right? So to do the landscape, I'll probably do the same thing, right? I'll carve the opacity, and that's how you do it. And then I was like, well, but the opacity is all over the place, so maybe I need to make the opacity always come from one side, but that's not how noise works, right? So eventually, my brain clicked as like, dude, you're so inside the box. My God, you can do other stuff with it. Go outside the box and use the box to build something. And so eventually, I figured out that the noise is a number. Yeah, dingus. The noise isn't like the noise is like the equation has a value at the end, and that's what the simplex noise is. It's a value, it's a random value, but it's a value that's smooth around itself, right? So it doesn't jump from 1 to 100. It goes from 1 maybe to 3, and then maybe to the 6, then maybe to 4, or whatever, right? Um oh, actually no, like it clearly goes up and down. Like it doesn't jump up like from like 3 to 4 and then to 6, right? It goes procedurally, right? Uh, Anyways, what the heck am I saying? Those are all the wrong words. Jeez, I'm still waking up, so don't mind me. It goes in order. That's what I was trying to say. Jeez, right? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what I was trying. Oh my god, why was that so hard? I'm trying to use big words, okay, and it's not working out. Right. Anyways, so noise is a value, right? It's a smooth, random value. And you can just apply this to the stuff that you're already using. Like, for example, instead of making the ups and downs random, you just add in the noise and you get this. And how cool is this, right? So I learned how to do the landscape. That was a lot of talking to say nothing, basically. To say, basically, I figured out how to do landscapes. Right. And this is so cool. So every time I press a button, we're going to generate a completely different one. So what the heck was I talking about? What I was talking about was that you can simply add the noise, the simplex noise, to the variable that determines how high or low your mountains are. In this case, I'm generating the thing and the size of y set to, and then we set the noise here. So the last number is how high it can possibly be. So minus 30. So if I make this minus 10, you're going to see that the mountains now are going to be a third of its size, right? Like, see, it's a much lower landscape now. This is probably what I'm going to use for the game. I was just making big mountains to, because I could. I was having fun. Then you can also alter like the spacing. So for example, the first variable, it says x, but even when it comes to the actual noise itself, the very first variable is the x, like it's how wide, I suppose. So if you make this 5, you're gonna see that it's gonna be like up and down very quick, like very bumpy. Yeah, look at that. Now it looks very like mountainy thing, right? That's pretty awesome to make like a rocky field. And this is how you generate biomes, right? Or icy, like this kind of looks like an icy field, right? So then we can pair this with the noise and give it different colors, and it look amazing, right? So this is what I've been studying. So I'm the reason I'm showing you this is to show you that I am studying all of this stuff properly. I want to make a cool game, a cool example, right? That's going to be the initial thing, right? Is make a cool example that actually has all these mechanics that people want to learn how to do, and then I'll teach it to you. Like I'll show you how to do all of this, not in this manner, right? Properly show you. You do this and then this and then this, right? I'll rebuild the entire thing so you can see it. That's the point. Yeah, I love this stuff. And once you figure this stuff out, you spend ages here. So I'm not really sure what the Y does. I have it at 1. Let's put it way high, like 100. So what's this going to do? Okay. So let's keep this one in mind. Now let's change the 100 for a 5. So now if you change this for 5, also I can smell the food cooking. I'm going to be called for dinner, for lunch soon. I do not get what that did. I'm not really sure. Let's try making it 50. Does it flatten it? Is that what's doing? Because that looked a bit flatter. What if you make this 50? Is that what that was? I don't get it. I need to experiment more with this. I think the mountains are too small to see what the Y is actually doing. But yeah, I'll just work this stuff out and yeah, apply it to the game, and then I'll show you guys what happened, how to do it, what everything actually does. Yeah. Changing it to 1 did flatten it, right? It did like flatten the top end a bit more. I like this. So it's not as bumpy. Maybe we're just lucky with that one. Yeah, I think we're just no. It still looks a bit more flat on the top. Maybe that's what I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll do some more testing, and then I'll introduce this to the main project, and hopefully soon we're gonna have a playable demo, developer demo that you can test every day, and every day is gonna have something new. I'm gonna make it like that. All right. So the moment it's a workable demo, even if it's just moving around and breaking blocks, I'll put it up on GDevelop Games, and then you can just test it every day and see what's new for yourself. Anyways, until then, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys on the next whatever video episode, whatever this is, devlog, right? Till then, peace out, guys.